Hey babies, it's Thursday. It's a little bit later than what I normally do, but I definitely wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit. I'm kind of tired. Yesterday was a very, very scary day for me, so I wanted to let you guys know. I know I did a blog about it before, but it doesn't matter. When you go through a scare like I went through last night, you cherish the moments. My 15-year-old, we had to rush her to the hospital. At 15, she had I don't know, I want to say a heart attack type of thing. Her heart rate was like 179, and they had to give her some type of medication that kind of stopped her heart and reset her heart, which was the weirdest, scariest thing on earth. So I'm already in the bed, and I wanted to say really quickly, we need to cherish our children. We need to protect our children. I mean, don't get me wrong, health issues, we cannot go inside of their body and fix everything, but we need to keep them safe. Um, Honestly, the suicide rate is high now, and that's a scary thing. We need to make it our business to make sure our children are happy and feeling loved and okay. Anxiety is a real thing no matter what the age, okay? And like I told y'all, back in December, one of my daughter's best friends passed away in a car accident. So much has been going on since December with her. I think it was an anxiety thing that had her heart racing. Now, even though in her outer appearance she was calm and collective and just sitting there, you know, but our body was feeling the toll of everything going on. So we need to make it our business as parents, as role models, as family members, to let our children know that we are there for them. We are going to have their back. There is nothing going to stop us from protecting them. And we need to just make that known to them. Because at the end of the day, if we don't do it, who's going to? Who's going to? You know, I'm only going to talk to y'all for maybe 20 minutes tonight because I'm tired, and you know, but it's really, really important. Like I told you guys, when I was younger, I didn't feel that love and that protection that I could talk to my parents about anything, and I can, go to them if something was wrong. I remember one day where these three girls tried to jump me, and when I went to get my friends to help me, I it was weird. I went to get my friends to help me fight the girls because I was tired of them attacking me every time I was alone. After I actually went and fought the girls, because of the fact, now mind you, I'm like 12 years old. And because of the fact that they used to attack me all the time. Being dark skinned when we were younger, it wasn't in. And people used to say things and, come at me, but the male persuasion thought I was cute. So the light skinned girls who used to be around those guys that thought I was cute, they used to hate on me very, very hard. And I used to have to fight all the time because of it, and it was weird. So one day, these three girls, two of them was cousins and one of them was just their friend, they made a point to come and approach me, and the girl that I was with actually ran away. And I had to fight all three of them. One of their cousins or something broke it up. But then at that point, I was so tired. I'm just like, look, okay, I'm gonna get my friends and we gonna go handle the situation at 12 years old. Okay. But did I feel comfortable enough to go talk to my parents and stuff about it? No, I didn't. I didn't. So the crazy thing was, when I actually went and handled the situation with my friends, and one of the neighbors, she made a point to come knock on my family's door and tell my father, oh, your daughter was cussing in the street. Now, forget the fact that I had just got jumped by three girls. Did she say that? No. Did she say, because this woman tried to break up the fight, and I was just telling her, like, get the off of me. Now, mind you, I know I'm 12, but you're grabbing me when three people are swinging on me. Why are you not grabbing those three people? And when she came and knocked on my door and explained to my dad, what I was saying, I ended up getting when I say a whooping, I mean this man grabbed a broom and beat the hell out of me for using foul language. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I just got jumped by 3 girls. Went back and had to fight them, so my body is sore. And now I'm getting a beating for protecting myself. Yeah, no, I didn't feel that love and that protection. And but then the craziest thing is, after a while, he kind of promoted fighting for my younger sisters. It was weird. It was a weird thing. So I didn't feel the love and the protection that people were there for me, that they had my back. And as children, you need to make sure your children know they can come talk to you. You need to make sure your children know that you are there for them. You got their back. You got their side. Point blank, period. Now, if they're wrong, and you handle that. But it's a better way to handle that. But there's no way in the world your child should get jumped by 3 girls or 3 people and then you beat your child. If anything, you should be going to find those 3 people that just jumped on your child. You understand what I'm saying? And these are the type of things that are making children now commit suicide. These are the type of things that are making children now hurt themselves because they feel like they're alone in this world. And it's wrong. It's really, really wrong. And the thing is, some people are so caught up in their own lives that they're not worried about what's going on with their children. And me, I'm a different person. Like I said, my children get 150% of my time, my love, my affection, and I take their side before I take anybody's side. I want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear from them what happened, because there's always 3 sides to a story: their side, the other person's side, and the truth. Somewhere in the middle, the truth comes through. Because the truth shall set you free. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what we need to do as parents is make sure our children know they can come to us in any instance. That is why when children get molested or touched in a wrong way, they don't know how to come and speak to us. They don't know how to come and say, this is what happened to me. It's like, what's wrong? Nothing. They don't know how. My children know that they can come and sit and say, Mom, even if they break down, this is what happened to me. And we need to promote that in our children. We need to be able to sit down with our children and say, listen, if someone is doing wrong to you, speaking wrong to you, touching you, if they're saying little sexual innuendos and it doesn't feel right to you, you need to be able to let me know. We need to be able to sit down and have those open conversations and those open forums with our children at home, in the safety of our home. If our children aren't safe anywhere, they need to be safe at home. You understand? I try not to put y'all into my children's worlds, because I told y'all when I get on my blogs and stuff, they run. They be like, oh, you're going to put us in. But you guys remember when I had my children, Leia and Anaya, on my show. And Amina, Amazing Mentors, Independently Nurturing Artists. If you don't know, I'll reshare that one. It's not going to be a YouTube blog. It's not going to be a podcast, but it was already a YouTube, and I'll share that. I'll reshare that. I'm sorry. I'll reshare that for you. But at the end of the day, I make sure that my children comfortably know, they can go to me. Like I said, I do things for my children in a way where I pray. Because I'm not in their shoes. I'm just their mom. But I do things for them in a way where I just hope. I truly hope that they know that they can always open up the conversation, no matter what the conversation is. Even if they want to come to me and say, well, you know what, Mom? I want to be a stripper. Now, I'm praying they never say that, because I got 3 girls, 1 boy. But, if they want to do that, I want them to be able to come and talk to me, tell me the pros, the cons, whatever. And I want us to be able to have that open conversation. What I have done, forgive me for yawning. But what I have done is made it so my children know at a certain age, they can sit down with me and tell me the things that they feel like I, as a parent, have done wrong. Or not to say wrong, but have done that they feel like maybe has hurt them or made them feel less of them. And I'm hoping that that's not a lot. With my older 2 children, my son told me, little things that I would say hurt him, little names that I would call him. But I was a tough girl. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm dainty now. But I was a tough girl. And growing up, like I said, my father was very abusive to me. And I that's what I knew. I knew that sometimes you just had to beat somebody or whatever the case may be. And I think when my son, when he was younger, it was harder because I felt like, how they always said, you have to make a boy tough. You have to make a boy a man. You got to. So my son wouldn't get like beatings or anything. He would get punched in the chest because it's like, okay, you're a boy. I don't want you to pull your pants down, and, and so I would just punch him in the chest and it'd be, and I would just say, I guess not to say hurtful things, but mean things like stop being a punk, don't be a pussy, blah, blah, blah. And that was wrong of me. It was definitely wrong of me. But I, as a teenage mom, did not see that as wrong. I saw that as making him tough. So when my son sat down with me at 16, my oldest daughter, 23, when she sat down with me at 16 too, but when my son sat down with me at 16, he told me, Mom, when you used to tell me don't be a pussy and don't be a punk, that hurt me. It hurt me really bad. And I didn't mean for that to hurt him. So I definitely apologized to him and let him know, with my upbringing, that's what I knew as far as a boy. You make him tough. You make him indestructible. Don't get me wrong, at this point now that he's 20 years old and he's in the Marines, he is tough and indestructible. And he actually came to me after he joined the Marines and he was like, you know what, Mom? I know we had that conversation, he says, but I want to thank you for the way you yelled at me, for the way you were in my face and making me stronger. And I said, well, why would you say that? He says, Mom, because as a Marine, they get in your face and they spit talk the same way you used to. And I was laughing like, oh my God, my mom did it better, So, and that still doesn't make it right. But I was glad at 16, he was able to come to me and sit down and talk to me and tell me, everything he felt. Okay. My oldest daughter at 17, she actually sat down with me and, she's like, Mom, you always did everything you possibly could to make sure we had everything. Right now she's mad at me. She's 23. She'll get over it. They go through phases. And I can't remember how many times I was mad at my mom. Stopped speaking to my mom, whatever the case may be. So it is what it is. But she literally came to me like, Mom, nobody else was there but you, and you did everything you possibly could to make sure we had a place to live, and it just made me feel really good, now she has a way different version of the way she speaks it, but like I told my children, if you did get a beating, it's because you deserved it. When she was younger, she had like some anger issues because of the way, the way that their father ran out of their life. But if you want to be mad at me, at least you're mad at me because I stayed. I would rather you be mad at me because I stayed and did the best I could than you hate me for leaving you. Like I said, I know people who've left their children and that's just wrong. My 15-year-old and my 11-year-old, they talk to me, which I appreciate. The 11-year-old doesn't talk as much as the 15-year-old, but the 15-year-old actually talks to me and she's like, Ma, you're awesome. There's not a lot you've done wrong. No, does she like when she get yelled at? No. But my thing is, you can't do things and not feel like there's consequences. But she's able to come and talk to me. She's able to come and say, hey, I got this going on, or I want to do this, or, I feel this way about this. She's able to do so. And I'm glad that she feels like she can always come and open up and talk to me. And I know I used to be a lot harder. But like I said, I had my oldest two when I was a teenager, 16 and 19. I had the younger two when I was in my late 20s and things like that. So, as you evolve as a person, you change. But at the same time, being a parent changes you. It builds you, it opens you. And I've seen this nasty, nasty post of this woman who wanted her boyfriend to stay. She didn't want him to leave. And the boyfriend kind of explained to her, okay, well, if you want me to stay, I got to sleep with you and your daughter. And I think her daughter was maybe 8, 9 years old. And she made it so. She started grooming her daughter to be physical and intimate with that man. That to me, she and him need to go straight to hell. Do not pass go. They've ruined a child. They ruined a child. And that is disgustingly disgusting. Okay? But us as parents, when he first, but I'm pretty sure before he told the woman that, I'm pretty sure he came at that little girl in some type of way. And I'm pretty sure that little girl did not feel comfortable telling that woman, you know, your man is coming at me. Why? Because she knew the type of mother she had. That's why we as parents need to be there. I just seen something where it says the Boy Scouts have been, a lot of Boy Scouts have been abused by Boy Scout masters. You as a parent, you should see when your child is changing, diminishing, being withdrawn, backing out of conversations, not wanting to do certain things, you know. You should see that in your child. I'm so sorry. You should be able to see that in your child and know what's going on with them and be able to be that parent to say, hey, sit down and talk to me. I'm here for you. Let me know what's going on. Open up to me. I can fix it or I can help. Our children should be feeling safe when they talk to us. If our children, like I said, if our children aren't safe with us, where are they safe at? Where are they safe at? It's up to us. And the more safe your children feel, the better people that they become. Don't get me wrong. You shouldn't be that parent that your child just gets everything and nothing that they do is wrong, because children do things wrong. People do things wrong. But be that parent that is open enough to say, hey, I'm glad you told me. However, you're wrong because of X, Y, and Z. So let's fix this, you know. Or I'm glad you told me. Let me get up and handle the situation. You sit over there and just know that I'm going to protect you. You understand? Like, it just needs to be a way where children have that safe haven. There are children and families getting raped by cousins, by uncles, by aunts. And as parents, we're so busy on our phone, on Instagram, on Facebook, on social media, that we're not even paying attention. Our children should be our focal point. We should know that they are safe. We made it to where we make it. Did we make it without bumps, bruises, and scrapes and scraps? No, we didn't. So I'm not saying that our children will make it without the same bumps and bruises, but if we know as parents, we can make it better. We can make it better for them. We can fix it for them. We can open up doors for them. We can shut out negativity for them. We can keep them safe from harm, from people touching them, from people molesting them, from people raping them, from people bullying them. I just seen a disgusting post on Facebook about this father who shoved some type of broomstick up his son's rectum and then yanked his teeth out his mouth. Why, as a parent, would you want to hurt your child? Our children are supposed to look to us for comfort. Our children are supposed to look to us for safety. If our children aren't safe with us, they're not safe. We are what makes our children. They are us, and we are them. We are them. We were once them. You understand what I'm saying? Bear with me, people. Bear with me for 1 second. Can we turn that down a second, please? I'm sorry. If we know that we were young and scared, okay, if we know that we were young and scared and we had nowhere to turn, why would we not want to be able to have our children be able to turn to us? Why would we want to be the cause of their pain? Why would that even make sense? So what that man did to his son was appalling. What that woman did to her daughter was despicable. And we need to be the change. We need to be the change. For everybody says, oh, this has been going on for generations. Just because it's been going on for generations doesn't make it right. Oh, that's why we used to tell the kids, stay away from Uncle Johnny. No, you should have turned Uncle Johnny ass in. And he should be in jail. He shouldn't be in the back room with the door locked, playing with one-eyed Winky while the children is running through the house. These things are not acceptable, and they're still happening. And this is why our children are hurting themselves on top of the bullying. And I like the fact that they now want to start a law that says if your child is bullying someone, you as a parent get fined. Because that is going to hold a lot of these parents accountable for what their children are doing. Because if you act like you don't know your child is running around taking people's phones and jumping people and beating people up for no reason and bullying people, then you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. There's no way in the world that your child comes home. Like my daughter came home the other day with some flip-flops on. I had to say, those aren't yours. She said, oh, such and such was like, oh my God, you just look uncomfortable. You want to borrow them. And they let me borrow them. She came home with somebody else's jacket on. Like, you know what you bought your child. So when your child come home with the newest iPhone 11 and you knew you bought them, and you got them a state phone, and you just turn your head like, oh, well, there's a parent out there looking for you. Hopefully, because I know if your child take something along to my kid, I'm on my way to your house. I don't even have to know who you are, but I'm going to find you. I'm not promoting violence. What I'm saying is, as a parent, you're supposed to know. You're supposed to protect. You're supposed to nurture. You're supposed to teach. You are supposed to be a role model. You feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a role model. So, what are we going to do, parents? How are we going to fix this? How are we going to change? How are we going to build? What are we doing? What are we doing? Do we want our children to be that lost generation that can't talk to us, that can't open up to us, that can't come and say, hey, Mom, this person at school is attacking me and hurting me. Can you help me? Some children get bullied. Like I told you guys, when I was a child, I had a friend who was bullied so bad. And I don't know if he ever told his parents. I don't know how comfortable he was with his parents. I don't know. But I know every day everybody said he smelled like pee. And then one day his twin sister came to school. She hadn't been in school for a couple days. It was a rumor going around that he was dead, but we didn't know for sure. But when his sister came back to school, she made it very clear to everybody that bullied him, he hung himself because of y'all. Because of y'all. And that's not cool. So make sure that you are a parent that is there for your child. Make sure you are a parent that is seeing the slightest change. Like I see since that young lady passed away, my oldest daughter, even though she's not depressed, I see she is hurting. She's hurting. And I try to sit with her and I try to cuddle with her and I try to talk with her. And I'm never going to stop trying. Sometimes she will come to me like, Mom, I'm just not feeling it. Can I lay down with you? Can we just lay here and watch a movie? Can you just give me a hug? And I'm grateful grateful that she feels like she can come and talk with me. So grateful. Because I feel like if she couldn't come talk to me and she couldn't come lay with me and she couldn't come get that hug, she probably wouldn't still be here. And I'm thankful every day. Because I was that child where I couldn't get that hug. After a certain age, my mom, even though she was there for me in ways, I couldn't get that hug from her. I couldn't get that, give me a kiss, Mom. I couldn't, get that. My kids, every day I come in from work, I give them a kiss on their face. I'm not saying you need to be kissing your kids on the lips and tonguing them down, but I give them a kiss on their face, whether it's their nose, their forehead. We do nosies. We do, just little, I'm here. I'm in your space. If you need me, you let me know. Nothing inappropriate, but just enough for them to feel the love and the fact that they are cherished, the fact that they are respected, the fact that they are needed. I don't need them to pay no bills, but I need them. They are my heart. They're my heart. And your children should be your heart. So as I'm saying this to you guys, I'm coming to you correctly and honestly. Be there for your children. Be there for your children. Be the love of their lives, Be the shoulder that they lean on. Be the ear that they cry to. Be the wind beneath their wings, even if that sounds corny. Be that. When they feel backed in the corner, you be the person that breaks that corner open and let them know, no, it's not a corner, it's a door. Open it up and walk through it. When they feel like they're in the dark, you be the light. We losing too many of our babies, y'all, to senseless things. Teach your children to treat people the way they want to be treated. Teach them. We need that. We need that. They need that. They truly, truly need that. And you don't want to be the parent that doesn't see that your child needs it until it's too late. Until it's too late. You want to be the parent that your child knows. When you knew or found out you were having a baby, this light comes over you. And it's like, oh, wow, I'm going to be a parent. Now, for me, I was scared. Like, oh, God, I'm going to be a parent. But I knew that I had to give them the love that I did not fully experience. I knew I had to give them the affection that I wanted when I was a child. The time that I wanted when I was a child. The things that I wanted. And I didn't want money and all that. I wanted time. I wanted my mom to come and play with us and watch, movies with us and, go skating with us and, jump double dutch with us. I wanted those type of things. Be for your child what you wanted your parent to be for you. And definitely make it easy for them to talk to you. Don't make it so your child is scared to talk to you every time they say something. Shut up! Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then you'll never know what your child really thinks, what your child is really going through, or what your child really needs. You feel me? So, like I said, I'm tired. It's been a long week. I was in the hospital all night long with my baby girl and then went to work. So I am going to actually go make sure my baby girl's okay. I'm going to make sure my other baby girl done washed her booty and is ready for the bed. And then I'm going to get in my own bed and go to sleep. Because last night, my daughter scared me so bad, I slept with her. I literally got into bed with her like, okay, stay close to me. I need to make sure that your heart is beating correctly. Because once your heart stops beating, we all know the rest. So this has been the Queen. This is the Queen Speaks blog. Remember, I am not just a blogger. I am an author. I have 3 novels. Where the Loyalty Lies is the first of the trilogy. It's Where the Loyalty Lies 1, 2, and 3. Only 1 is out. 2 will be out shortly, and 3 will be out at the end of the year. I also have a novel called Queenie Secrets. It is a standalone. Get it. It's awesome. I also have a novel called If Some Wishes Came True. Get that one too. And for those poetry lovers, I have some poetry out for you. In the Heart of the Queen. The Queen Has Spoken, like my blog, The Queen Speaks. And Enter the Mind of the Queen. And trust me, you want to enter my cerebral. It's very interesting in there. It's a lots goings on, okay? So, I already got on my sleepy pajamas. I love to sleep. I got on my sleepy pajamas. And for those on my Anchor and my SoundCloud, you can't see me. But yes, I got on my sleepy pajamas. I'm going to sleep. So, if you want to see me while I do these vlogs, then you need to find me on YouTube. Put in Queen Amina, Amina, Queen, Queen, for those that don't know how to spell it. Amina, Amina, Speaks, Speaks. Queen Amina Speaks. And you'll see me. You'll see this face. You won't see this hairstyle because I got a bunch of them, but you'll see this face. And I need us to subscribe and share and promote. I need y'all. Thank y'all for helping me on my journey. I truly do appreciate and love you all. To life. Deuces.